Now there's also a technique called co-meditational breathing, which you see a paper on that, which I've given you, in which we sit next to the patient, or the person, and we guide them in breathing, and we count their breaths for them, in which they take a deep inhalation, then the exhalation they go, ah. It's either ah or it's like, letting go, a moan, this releasing kind of thing. And this is done continuously for about 15 or 20 minutes, as long as the person can do it. This helps to remove a lot of pain, a lot of tension. Now it's called co-meditational breathing because if they cannot do it, then we can do it for them. That is, we will breathe and they will be with us if they're unable to breathe, and our breathing will relax them. Now, another possibility is that on the exhalation one could use a mantra. So one inhales and thus exhaling, Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on me. So this can be combined with mantra, with prayer, or it can just be done with sounds. It also can be done focusing on the energy centers. You see here on your sheet, let's read what it says. The subject lies on his or her back and takes any comfortable position in which the lungs can be free. The helper sits close enough to touch him or her during the process. He guides the subject to breathe slowly and comfortably, filling the lungs as much as possible without exerting effort. We can have our hand on the abdomen or on the chest so that we can guide the breathing also. During the exhalation, he shows the subject how to make the sound ah, with the mouth slightly open as if he is hissing or in some cases moaning. All attention is on the breath. As the helper counts, he numbers the number of the breaths. If possible, the subject imagines on the inhalation a light entering the body and leaving the body on the exhalation. This is most effective if he or she inhales and exhales the light at the part of the body which has the pain. Now, if the subject is able, then we start doing this movement. That is, the breath is, we imagine light coming in through the feet and then out through the feet on the exhalation. Inhalation in through, exhalation out, and then into the solar plexus. After that, out through the feet, then into the solar plexus and out of the top of the head. Each of these combinations is done about 5 times. Into the top of the head, out of the feet, into the feet, out of the top of the head, into the forehead, out of the top of the head, and in and out of the top of the head. What are we doing here? We are moving the energy towards the higher centers of consciousness. We're helping this being focus more and energize the higher centers of consciousness. We can then guide him or her into a deep relaxation where he or she can imagine light flowing throughout the body and mind. At any point, we can place our hands on the various energy centers, such as the solar plexus, the heart center, in the center of the chest, or the forehead or the top of the head. We can imagine energy, peace, or light flowing through our hands into the other. We can also pray for the other. Okay? So, this is a very healing process of helping this person breathe, helping this person relax, helping this person come in contact with the light. It's the most healing thing that we can do for this person, and it's also the greatest preparation for leaving the body. Because it's a process of dissociation from the body. Another possibility would be to teach the person how to meditate, or to meditate with them, or to teach them to pray, or to pray with them. Another very important aspect is to be cheerful. Not falsely cheerful, but having positive energy. Let me read to you another thing from Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, but this was actually said to an audience by Ramdas, Richard Alpert. How would you feel if you came into a hospital room to visit a 28-year-old mother dying of cancer? The answers called out from the audience included angry, frustrated, pity, sadness, horror, confusion. Then she asked us, Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, how would you feel if you were that 28-year-old mother and everyone who came to visit you felt those feelings? Suddenly it was apparent to all of us how we surround such a being with our reactions to death and forget that there is a being just like us in that body who needs to make straight contact with someone. So it's very important that we are able, with our faith in our spiritual nature and the faith in the spiritual nature of this being and our faith in the law which says that this being cannot leave its physical body if this is not the best for its evolutionary process, and if there is not a reason for it, and if this soul has not chosen to leave the body when it chooses. If I believe in the continuation of the soul, and I believe that the soul chooses its moment of leaving, I will not be sad. And also, if I believe that the state that this soul will be experiencing will be much more beautiful than the state it's experiencing now, and especially if it's ill, then I will be happy for this soul. So we need to be positive in order to give positive energy.